Hi folks, it's Mike here in Meteor Golf. We're here again. We haven't been behind this counter in a long time, but I'm here to talk about grips again because grips are very, very important. But I hold two grips in my hand because when I kind of started golf, there were two grips. There was the Tour Velvet from Golf Pride and there was the Crossline grip from Lamkin. Now they're both brilliant grips. They're both still going very strong. But in the interim then, things have started to move out and that they spread out. And first one to kind of really go crazy was the multi-compound, also from Golf Pride. And they were the three kind of main grips that in reality that I sold. This type of grips. Now I know there's tons of other ones and people, but that's okay. But this is generalization. But now over the last 4 or 5 years, there's been a huge change in grips and people maybe don't realize this, so that if you're looking for grips, there are tons of different ones. There's this grip, which is CPX, which I love for people who don't wear a glove because it's kind of soft and tacky, and they've different materials. They have a lot of different materials. Golf Pride have moved on from this CPX to this. This one is called, oh no, this is the CP2, sorry, I mixed it up. This is the CP2 grip, and now they've moved on to this new grip and like a CPX, which is extremely soft in your hand. It's nearly like jelly in your hand. So it's supposed to give you a lot more feedback. It's supposed to give you an awful lot more feel. But for me, what's been really interesting as well is that even from the +4, so we've gone from 2 grips or 3 grips, and now we got loads of different types. And now you have something like this, which is the multi-compound +4, the MCC +4. And the difference with this one is that the grip is wide here, but it's also wider on the bottom end, because a lot of the grips, if you look between these two grips, this one is thinner as you go down, like a traditional grip, and this one is thicker, so you get more in your fingers. And this has been a big change in grips over the time. And then you have something like this from Lamkin, which has got, this is like cork, and then you have this, and this was what was the idea behind the multi-compound, is that under your hand where you had your glove on was cord, so it was a little bit harder, and in your fingers where you needed it was a little bit softer. So this is cord. And plus as well, what you also have from Golf Pride, and this is very popular, is the Align grips. So that you have like a little bubble, a little bump under your hands. So when you're going for grips now, there's an awful lot more choice there. I can have a lot more fun. And you can probably get something that will specifically work for you. Now, what's also very interesting is that if you go and get fitted for grips, they don't have to be a certain size. You've got a lot of, you can build the grip underneath. So for me, right, my hand is big enough, but I don't like a mid-size because it stops the use of my wrist. The thicker the grip you have, the less you can use your wrist. It may feel better. It may feel better, but it might not really suit you. So when you're getting fitted for grips, most shops, they have a grip sizer, so that it sizes your hand. And sometimes you could be in between mid-size and jumbo, or between standard and mid-size. So for me, I have it in between standard and mid-size. So I have a standard grip plus 2 tapes. So that there's between standard and mid-size, there's 4 tapes. Between each size, there's 4 tapes. So that if you get a grip, so it doesn't have to be one or the other. Go and find out what suits you. And because it makes a big difference, because I keep saying to people, your hands are the only part of your body that's on the club that hits the ball for 14 thousandths of a second. So what's in your hand is very important. And how your hands react during how you play has a massive effect on what you do. So your grips are extremely important. So when you're getting your grips done, when you're getting fitted for a set of irons, make sure it's done right. Okay, folks? And that's enough information for one day. Take care. Bye-bye.